Hi there, and welcome to episode 1 of Deep Nature Connection. This is going to be a weekly broadcast all around connecting really deeply and energetically with nature. Sometimes I will do bonus episodes a bit more regularly than that. Many of them are going to be outdoors. I'm starting off in my father's office, and I'm hoping to be outdoors and doing some foraging with you on the next episode, and maybe even I might add some onto this video as well. So, deep nature connection, we're going to be discussing today, what is it, why is it beneficial, and why is it important at this time to really start grounding and deeply connecting with nature? Why is this different from what we already experience with nature? Why do we have to go deeper, and how do we do that? So we all know how beneficial it is to be connected with nature, to be out in wild spaces as much as possible. When we go to the beach, when we walk in the forest, when we're just out generally in the countryside, we know that we feel better. And what is happening is all of our energy bodies, our emotional bodies, our mental bodies, everything is getting rebalanced, retuned, we're getting recharged, and it's happening on so many different levels and in lots of different ways. There's physical processes occurring, there's lots of energetic processes occurring, and we really feel the benefit every time we connect in. We feel less stressed, more calm, more harmonious. You might find that you get more inspiration, and it's really like medicine. Like, we need to be in nature and connecting to it as much as possible. But what's been happening, certainly in certain countries around the globe, is that we are getting less and less connected, and we're living in homes where instead of having nature energies interacting with us, we've got lots of other types of energies, all the electronic devices that we use, the Wi-Fi. This is all really interfering with our energy bodies a lot. So the more we can get out in nature, we automatically clear our energy bodies every time we go out in nature. Now, what is deep nature connection? Deep nature connection is really taking it a step further. It's being much more intentional about when you connect and how you do it. And it's really simple and easy. It's just having the intention that you're going to go into nature and consciously connect with the energies of nature. You want to be more intentional about it. And in deep nature connection, we're connecting with the awareness. We're moving into a dialogue with the awareness of nature. We are receiving messages. We are recognizing nature as different levels of consciousness, intelligent beings that we can communicate with, seek guidance from, beings that we can receive healing from. We're understanding nature on another level. This is our expanded awareness, really realizing the consciousness that is all around us. And when we start connecting intentionally, we can just use a simple tool, like as we walk into a forest, as we enter a particular landscape, just asking permission to share energy with the spirit of place. That's a really great tool to just set your intention and just understand that you're going into a deeper connection. So what are the benefits of deeper nature connection? So you get everything that you would do from just being in nature, but you actually start to really heal on even deeper levels. And I've really recognized this the more that I've worked with nature energies. I've been working a lot with trees recently, that when you go and intentionally ask for healing, and it's some energies in nature will be really open and ready to work with you on a healing level. Others might just want to work with you on a guidance level or communication level. And it's up to us to ask, and to ask if there is healing for our highest of good. And when you do that, you will get more insights, deeper and more profound healing, and in really specific ways as well. And you also receive healing that is really a high level of light, of effectiveness. The messages that I've been getting is that, for example, there's been a tree that I've been connecting with in a forest that I was staying in, and this particular tree worked with past life energies and was healing them for me. And the message I got was that this healing is as strong or stronger than any other healing I would get with relation to past life healing. So to just not discount nature, know that it is a hugely effective healer in really specific ways, as well as generally harmonizing your energy bodies. So the message I got was that you don't need to go and particularly pay for a specific practitioner, for a specific modality. You can get all of this healing in nature. That's not to say that it is also massively beneficial to go to practitioners for many different reasons. They can give us healing on lots of different levels, and different modalities work in lots of different ways. So I always work with a lot for myself. But just to really recognize how important nature is for us, how important it is for our energy bodies. Also, when we're doing deep nature connection, we start shifting and expanding our energy. Not only does it help us with healing and clearing our energy bodies, it actually expands us into new levels of awareness. And with deep nature connection, we actually do this very quickly, like a turbo boost of spiritual awakening. When we start using shape-shifting and embodying nature energies, we start perceiving the world from other points of awareness. This is huge. It really expands us into unity consciousness, into unconditional love, all the energies that nature holds naturally. We start experiencing them. We go beyond knowing them as concepts and just understanding them, being able to discuss them, to experiencing them and embodying them. So this is really just hugely beneficial for us, especially at this time on the earth. Other aspects of deep nature connection, as well as embodying and shape-shifting, is particularly working with elemental energies. And these are traditionally, these have been thought of as the consciousness of the elements, so of earth, fire, water, and air. The way I work, all of my work is with elemental energies. It's where I channel my work from. It's the energies that I'm always gaining wisdom and insight and healing from. And elemental energies are the consciousness of many different states of matter, many different processes, many different shifts in, like it's the change in temperature, it's the different states of water. The elementals are the consciousness of all these different natural processes and natural states of being. There are elementals of light, elementals that hold the states of consciousness. There are elementals of the temperature change, the elementals of water melting from ice to liquid, elementals of mist, of fog. They are the consciousness of all these different physical manifestations and also energetic processes and energetic states of being. It's kind of mind-blowing when you start really delving into this. And deep nature connection gives you more understanding of how important the balance of elemental energies is within ourselves, on the earth, how they hold so many different aspects of our lives. They hold energies of our emotions, the frequencies of our emotions, the frequency of joy, of happiness, of compassion. They're working through all these frequencies. So deep nature connection gives us so many insights around who we are, how we're functioning, why we're here, as we work more and more with elemental energies. So these are some of the aspects of deep nature connection, and also some of the benefits of really connecting deeply. It's not just about de-stressing and rebalancing, which are already hugely beneficial. It's about going deeper and deeper into recognizing who you really are, because the more we connect with nature, the more we expand into our natural nature energies. I call it our wild nature self. It's all the aspects of ourselves, all the frequencies that we hold, many of which we haven't brought our awareness to, we haven't brought our attention and our awareness to. And as we connect with nature, we bring more of our awareness to more parts of ourselves. And this pushes out the bits of us that actually are not part of us, they're not our truth. And that would include thought forms, programming, limiting beliefs, other people's beliefs, judgments. These are all energies that are in our energy field or can be in our energy field. And the more that we expand our natural energy and who we really are, there is less and less room for those energies that are not ours. And this is hugely important at the moment. And I now want to talk about why deep nature connection is important at the moment. We are shifting in so many ways on the earth right now. We're continually shifting timelines. We are gaining more and more light. We're actually, you can physically also measure this on the earth with the ley lines. There's some hugely powerful energy lines now that you can measure on the earth as more and more light is being received by the earth. It's shifting our consciousness, it's expanding our awareness, and we need to be open to receiving that, and also at the same time letting go of everything that is not ours. This is why at the moment many people are finding this quite a turbulent time. It can be quite difficult because we're really letting go of so many deep beliefs and thought forms and programming and all sorts of stuff that isn't ours. And if you're not completely grounded in nature, it's a more difficult journey to have. The more you deeply connect with nature, and I can take you through so many different tools and ways that you can do that in these episodes, the more you're going to be anchoring into the new earth and the new earth energies. This is a higher state of consciousness. It's been described as 5D, fifth dimensional consciousness. It's where we're really expanding into a new way of perceiving the world around us. And this is about really perceiving our part in nature, moving into the knowledge of how we are intricately connected with every part of nature, every part of the earth, of stars, of planets, the galaxy. It's moving into a whole new way of seeing ourselves. So this is one, although it might not be the thing that sort of jumps out as the main benefit, it is transformative. If you start anchoring into nature and anchoring into the new earth energies, how much more smoothly your life can be, how much more harmony, how many more synchronicities, and it will transform the earth. It will transform the earth the more you can anchor into the new earth energies. So I wanted to talk about a few tips on deep nature connection. So I've already spoken about one, and that is asking permission and asking to connect with the energies, with the spirit of place when you enter a new, or you can kind of see where like there's a boundary. You know, you're just stepping into the forest, you're just stepping onto the beach. It's not as if there is a boundary, but it's a good place for you to ask permission. And then you just wait for any type of change, whether it's a breeze that suddenly moves across your face, an animal, something you catch out the corner of your eye, some kind of a change which signifies, yes, nature is here to connect with you and is ready to share energy with you. And you will notice so much more when you ask that. You will notice more plants, things will be brighter, you will get more insights, you will see amazing natural phenomena more often. It's much better to experience this than for me just to simply describe it. But do try that every time you're going into nature. Secondly, slow down your energy. Nature works on a much slower level than our minds are constantly like whirring. And this is true if you go into a very wild space that hasn't had a lot of humans kind of bombarding their energy into it. If you suddenly, really rush in there without really slowing down your energy, so even just slowing down how you physically walk, calm your mind. Otherwise, it's like a bulldozer coming in and pushing against all the different nature energies that are there, and they will kind of be startled, pull back. They need time to adjust to your energy, to work out who you are, why you're there. So asking permission is a really great way to initially slow down your energy. And then just be conscious that you are moving slowly, that you are thinking less, that you are just breathe more deeply. That's a really great way of slowing down. And linked to that is really realizing what a sensitive energy dial you want to have when you're connecting with nature. If you imagine like tuning a radio, and you could either just really fast turn the tuning dial, or you could just very gently just turn it round notch by notch. And there's like a gentleness in your perception that you want to just take. Just understanding how subtle the messages can feel, even though they're hugely powerful and can be very tangible. There's a subtleness and a gentleness to them, and I think it's just like a high vibration of light and knowledge. It's just slightly more subtle and sensitive, and just to recognize that. And the fourth thing I want to say is to also recognize the magic in nature, to be much more open. If you suddenly see an amazing phenomena, like you suddenly see a flock of birds that you have never seen, or they come really close to you, or I'm trying to think of something really amazing, but there's so many amazing things in nature, and we just kind of discount them as, oh, that was interesting. Often, if you have honored nature and you're showing gratitude, you've asked to share its energies, you will see more of those just amazing moments when you really stop in wonderment at nature. And that is nature really opening up to you and sharing a gift with you. And so just to be more open to the magic that is happening and how many messages you are getting in every moment from nature. And we will go into that a lot more deeply with these episodes. So stay tuned, and I really look forward to going on this journey with you and really sharing our insights into deeper nature connection, what it can bring, really clearing out our energies, clearing out everything that is not natural, and stepping into our wild nature self and really anchoring into the new earth energies. So thank you very much for watching. I am going to be posting this on YouTube. You may already be watching that on YouTube. Please do subscribe for future episodes. I'm also going to be posting this in my Facebook group, New Earth Energies. And yeah, it's just lovely to be here and connecting with you. And I will speak to you on the next episode. Thank you.